எல்லா உயிர்களும் இன்புற்று வாழ்க. Let all beings be happy. Thank you, Kumaran and Gopi, for inviting me for this wonderful event, for your graduation ceremony. Least I thought I would be a speaker here. I thought I would going to be a witness what my brother Kumar invited. I'm just going to speak there. So you have pulled me here and then wanting me to share my experience. Today our Prime Minister Modi ji talks about Clean India, Startup India, Stand Up India, and Aroma Mission India is the latest one, which I think many of me may not be aware, which we are very closely following. So many missions are coming. So Black India to White India, so the latest one. So a lot of things are coming up. So the Startup India is nothing new for our CK family. It was way back in 1970s. We carried our father's vision and legacy of a sachet shampoo. I would say it's more an accident. We all became entrepreneurs. So all of suddenly his demise put us into the shoes of becoming entrepreneur. We didn't know the ABCD of shampoo or how to do a business. Suddenly it all happened. And least we did know that we are driving the greatest revolution of the country, economic revolutions. If you see, the sachet revolution was reported to be one of the greatest economic drivers in our country, which we did in 1970s. And a tiny city or a town of Kadalur and Pondicherry, we had as many as 500 small-scale units, and just it happened. It looks like me as a dream, which so many things, so many units, shampoo manufacturing units have come. And we made the multinationals like Procter & Gamble and the P&G to follow our idea, our marketing strategies, how we penetrated into the rural markets of India, how a small sachet can do wonders, how it can drive the economic growth of independent India. So to tell you the Times of India, I think sachet revolution was the top 10 revolutions which driven India's economy today. So that was our little contribution, if I am permitted to say so, from 5 crore tan shampoo market of 1970s. Today the market of sachet shampoos or a shampoo is 8,500 crore industry now. I think we need more founder institutes now. I wish Modi, like he demonetized the rupee, I wish he also demonetizes all our degrees, so the colleges and schools go without degree. So if you observe closely, greatest innovations, greatest entrepreneurship has come out of free will, not in the classrooms. Many dropouts, you may be aware, the recent one, the Bill Gates or the many Googles or anything, has come out of free will. I think we have created more unemployed graduates and frustrated youths. So that has been our contribution. So I would suggest the startups to integrate with our ancient wisdom. I think India has given a lot of wisdom. For example, yoga is the greatest. Yoga is a buzzword in outside India. I think if you see, it is a $80 billion industry now. US alone is more than 15 billion industry, $15 billion. So least India recognizes our own talents. You see, Madame Curie has connected with the higher consciousness, which our ancient wisdom tells you not to go outside and seek within inside. So if you are able to tap your subconscious mind, or you are able to connect your higher consciousness, which our Vedas with our ancient scriptures are in abundance to teach you, and which the West and the US is very keen to take away all our ancient wisdom and gives packages in a good way and sells back to us. This has been the hard truth. And all our startups face a lot of challenges and frustrations, and they need a clarity of mind and a gut feeling. At this point of time, I think they should connect to a higher consciousness, not seek guidance from others. There is a lot of guidance and wisdom inside. Create a little space, try to understand what is there, an unlimited space within you, which can be a guide, friend, philosopher to you at the time when you most need it. So this has been my personal experience. And you go deeper inside yourself and you will get the answer. And I would also say that a lot of things like your Ramanujam, our intellectual genius, the man who knew the infinity, or your own Swami Vivekananda, or your own many geniuses have the connected to the higher consciousness. So the startup, my suggestion would be to connect to the higher consciousness, and where connect to the abundance, where you will get your guidance automatically when the time at the space at which you require it will come. And one more suggestion is to the startups is to be a karma yogi. Focus more on your work, not on your results. If you connect more or work passionately to your work, like in our Advaita says, the seer and the seen becomes one. There is no duality. When you work passionately towards your goal or towards your work, it automatically happens. So I wish all startups to be a karma yogi and achieve your goals, and the results will follow. You need not focus on the results. And with these words, I thank you very much for giving me an opportunity. I wish more and more founder institutions come replacing our traditional college and schools. Thank you very much.
3 questions allowed, please. Very short, very precise, because it's very hard to get these people here. Anybody wants to ask a question? Anybody? Okay, I will start, then I will, because I have one question I have to ask.
Yes.
All right. So we just talked to the investors, they were talking about numbers, and suddenly we are hearing spirituality is going to help us make numbers. So is it really true? That's my dumb question, I guess. Is in your journey, has spirituality helped you to build products and attract customers and make money?
Yes and no, but I would say in the initial phase, I was not connected to when we are in a hardcore businessman, I was not in the spiritual realm, but as I moved more and more from the senses to the soul, towards the soul, I got a lot of answers. And I feel many infinite possibilities can happen. So when in solitude and in silence, many things can happen, and your own ideas, what the startup has, it all comes from a small spark. The spark can be magnified in silence and in solitude. This is what I think I have learned by being in the abundant energy. Now I live in a place called Thiruvannamalai, where I was sucked into the energy of Ramana Maharishi. So I think everybody has to experience it. I cannot live or experience. Your experience has to come for you. I cannot live my life for you. You have to experience it. I think definitely if you connect to an abundance, it takes care of itself. Many, as I told you, many greater innovations have come from within and not from outside. So it will help you to sharpen whatever ideas and inspirations you have gone from the great masters. It is, after all, the spark or the idea comes from, you can learn from many things, but to practice it, make it happen, it requires a lot of courage and will and guts, which I think if you are an employee, it is an easy mode. Whatever your boss says, you will follow. But as an entrepreneur, you require a higher guidance, which can come only from inside. Thank you very much.
I think that was great advice, and Aristotle said, know thyself. In your view, in that journey, have you reached that point? Do you know others that have reached that point where they feel they have known who they are?
I'm in the journey of self-realization. Ramana Maharishi said, you are not the body, you are not the mind, you are the deathless spirit. So that message, in about 20 years before, when I heard that I changed my life. I started seeing life from a different paradigm, so a different perspective of life. So I went there and I experienced, I can't say the unlimited bliss, I should say happiness, which I had never experienced in any part of the world. I thought I was the only odd man out there experiencing this. But to reconfirm it, I have many Western friends along with me. They have confirmed that they have traveled most of the parts of the world. They never experienced such a happiness, peace and harmony, what they derived. So all you have to switch your frequency to that mode and you will automatically receive the energy. That's how precisely your science, your digital media, the whole digital platform works on that philosophy. So I think you have to come and experience it.
Sir, இப்போ வந்து நிறைய ப்ரோட்டோடைப் அதெல்லாம் சொல்லிட்டு இருப்பாங்க. So for a company to start sachets, what is the thought that went behind it? I mean, from a founder's perspective, up 40 years, why did you go for sachet? What is it that drove you to do that? Just the thought process and what kind of work that you did to come to that decision?
Actually, the sachet concept is my dad's innovation, his idea. He has conceived it. And also it happened in a way, I would say a divine intervention also. because my father is in the pharma business where he used to repack smaller medicines. He used to get bulk drugs and makes it into smaller sachets. And as happened in a way, when one of the journeys, he was carrying a bottle of oil along with my mom, and when they were traveling. So the bottle cracked and spoiled all his clothes. So that was a flash for my mom said, why not you try to, you are making a lot of medicines, why not you just try to make an oil or a shampoo in a sachet. So that was a trigger, which is like that. A lot of situations can trigger innovations. You can learn from the nature, from the earth you can learn the patience, from the water you can learn being volatile, by being in the air you can be going into a formless. We are all having a form now, but the air doesn't have any form. So like you have a spirit doesn't have a form. So all, as you say, the Buddha says, is called Chitakshana. Every dog has its moment of reckoning. So some moment of reckoning some situation or some person can inspire you, and then that is there is no looking back. So it all happened out of sheer accident, and then my dad got that inspiration to come out with the sachet, and his vision is also to help. But at that time shampoo was a luxury. A bottle was at 50 rupees. So he says at a smaller pack he can give it at 50 paise. So that opened out the whole gamut of the shampoo industry. The non-user, the villagers who not used to shampoo, they become the major customers. So that's how the rural India is now using shampoo. So we broke the whole, a new customer is built on the sachet segment. So I think it can also, some person can just give you an idea that he may not be intending it, but you can get a message from him. So thank you very much.